Hello, join me today as I share my personal journey about how I sold my first property without the help of an estate agent. I will share about you. I will also share with you how to price your property right and get the right buyers. Number one, you can't avoid this. Get a conveyancing lawyer. Get a lawyer who is an expert, who deals exclusively with the selling and buying of properties. You need someone who's an expert and understand contract law. The reason for that is you get many lawyers, and you do not want a criminal lawyer to deal with the sale of your property. And also, that was because I know we don't know anything. We didn't know anything about property law and contracts. So we needed to get someone who can do it for us on our behalf. And here is a very important note. When you sell or buy your property privately, the money does not get paid into the account of the buyer or the seller. The lawyer deals with the entire transaction. So there's no way, if I'm selling my house privately and you are the buyer, I cannot come to you and say, pay the money into my account. I will deal with it. It's not how it works. It's a whole legal process. And the money gets paid from the lawyer's account into your account. It doesn't go directly into the seller's account. Please understand rule number one. Get a conveyancing lawyer. The second thing that's important that we understand, because earlier when we tried to sell the property, we made use of estate agents, which of course they took the burden away from our shoulders. We didn't have to market the property. We didn't have to pay for advertising. We just didn't have to do anything except be ready when the estate agent wanted to come and see someone. But this is where the pricing came in. We hated the place where we were living. Like if you've seen an earlier video, I would have mentioned how the first night we moved in, we hated it immediately. So we wanted to get out. We were ready to move with everything in us. So we knew for us to get out, we needed to price the property right. So when we spoke to estate agents, we realized, of course, for their commission, they needed to add onto the price. And if we added onto the price, it would not have been like competition to the other properties within the complex, but without the commission of the estate agent, we came to a price that was agreeable to us, it was favorable to us, and it was favorable to the buyer. This time, because when we bought the property, we didn't do research about pricing. So this time, when we sold the property, we looked at other properties in the area and what it was priced for in our complex and in the surrounding areas. So it was crucial that we got the price right. And even the lawyer, when he came to see us, the first thing he wanted to know was, how much are you pricing this property for? Because he was in the industry long enough to know the value of properties. So that was number two. Number three, this was a bit of a tough one. Remember, with an estate agent, they take the load off your shoulders. So you don't have to worry about anything except to get your place ready for when someone wants to come and view your property. When you sell your house privately, remember that you become the estate agent, which means you have to arrange viewings. You have to take calls from prospective buyers. You have to answer the questions of what buyers the questions buyers might have. And you have to remember there's no shield between you and the buyer. So you must know how to negotiate. You must know how to stand your ground and still be fair and reasonable. And most of all, you need to understand the process. So even though you sell your property privately, you don't handle the sale on your own. You just find the buyer, you go to the lawyer, and then they deal with the paperwork. We sold our property to someone who wasn't very nice. The buyer was fine, but he had a relative that was a bit of a pest. So you need to be prepared when you sell your house privately for the emotional stress that might go with it if the person you are selling to is a difficult person. But at the end of the day, selling our house privately was a big bonus because we could directly negotiate on the price. And also, here was a big plus. It was a cash buy. So the banks, the buyer didn't have to apply for a bond. He had the money available. So that was a big plus to us. So if you are considering selling your property and you are weighing the options of an estate agent or selling it privately, it can be done privately, but you need a strong heart and you need to be firm and you need to know what your price is. And even before you put it out there that you are selling your house privately, you must know what is the lowest you can go with your price of your house, and you need to be realistic. And that brings me to the marketing of the property. The benefit of getting an estate agent is that you don't have to worry about marketing. So our house has been on the market for a long time, and then we took it off the market because I think it was just priced wrong. The private buyer, it was so interesting that he was living in the complex. So they were looking for a property at the same time that we were selling our property. So that avoided us, or it helped us in terms of not having to spend money on marketing, on promoting the property, it just saved us a ton of money. I don't know, maybe we were just meant to leave the property. Maybe the timing was right. I don't know, but everything just came together. So I will end off by saying it is possible to sell your house, to sell your property privately. It is possible, but you need a certain mindset and you need a certain determination, and you have to be firm about what it is that you expect, and you must be prepared for the work that you have to put in. So even now you can advertise on different websites if you are selling privately. So, but if you want to go with an estate agent, that is also your decision. But bear in mind, it can be done. It will save you money, but it's not an easy thing, but it's a doable thing. So let me know what you think. If you are thinking of selling your property privately, or you prefer going with an estate agent, and how you make that decision. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment.